Hi guys, FrostFangs here and welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video. We're going to be playing some Furia today, not going for anything kind of off the norm, just going to be going in the direction of standard Furia, mainly because I haven't made a video on her in ages. The last one was back in early April and we're now at the start of July. It's been a couple months and the last time I covered her I was more talking about the changes she'd had recently with her meter and stuff. We've also now officially had the update / patch notes for the new update. Radiant Stars I believe is the name for it, bunch of new skins, bunch of new gameplay balance changes, and Furia isn't on there, which is kind of the reason why I'm covering her. I will of course have videos on the public test server covering all the new stuff whenever it is available, but right now it's not, so I'm going to stick to covering the characters who I haven't done in ages and also who aren't getting any changes. I'm actually quite excited for the update. Obviously we've got new skins, but the balance changes actually seem really in line with what a lot of people wanted, and overall I think they're going to be really interesting to make videos on, so I'm looking forward to it, although I would like to see some new map stuff soon. That's really the only thing that I was missing, mainly just because I'm a sucker for new maps or remastered maps or whatever you want to call them. I just feel like we could do with a couple of them, but overall really interesting update. I'll go through the setup we're going to be running and then we'll just jump into some matches. Going to stick to Onslaught and Siege because I haven't really done very much Siege recently, so I'll probably do that for game one. I've got 3 different setups for her here. They're all very similar. They share 4 of the same cards and then one of them is just changed and leveled a little bit differently, but yeah, we have Burning Oath, Light Forge. These 2 are in all of them, which give us a self heal and also reset on the Q with the right click. Then in this one I have a little bit of solar flare, tiny bit of ammo and a bunch of extra health. This is if I want to go for sustain in that direction. This one is basically the same thing, it just has a shield on the people we right click, and then this one is again the same thing except we reduce the decay of Wrath by 40% because this kind of makes her feel like old Furia. So yeah, it's honestly kind of it for the intro. I guess we'll just go ahead and jump into a Siege for game one. Hand is still a little bit messed up, so if I play kind of badly, again, I'm still getting kind of adjusted to having like a thing on my hand. It makes me feel a little bit weird when I'm like touching my keyboard and stuff. Bad explanation, but let's go ahead and jump into game one. That was a quick queue. Seems like we've got Ice Mines as the map for game one. We've got an Amani and a Nando. Overall Furia is a bit of an awkward pick here, but definitely not a bad one. Shoutouts to Josh, that is the Eevee. We then have a Bomb King as well, and then for the enemy team we're up against a Damba, a Cassie, a Talus, a Makoa, and a Victor. So overall super standard Siege comps here. If you've had a chance to look over the patch notes for yourself, feel free to let me know in the comments what you want to see me cover first, because I've got a few things that I've got in mind that I definitely want to get to quickly, but I'm interested to see what you guys want to see me cover. I guess for talent here we should go for Solar Blessing. Maybe I feel like that would work quite well with the Nando. At the same time, Cherish is a really safe choice, but I don't really feel like the extra range is going to be that useful because of the way this map is laid out, so we'll go for Solar Blessing, and then I guess I'll go for the meter setup. I don't feel like going for the shielding one makes sense, so I'm stuck between extra health or do I want to reduce my meter like loss. Went ahead and grabbed the Ruthless setup. We got Splitting Ice, we got Chain Reaction, Scorch, and Wormhole. We're up against Shrapnel, it's going to kind of suck. Impulse, Spirits Chosen, Half Share is also going to be kind of annoying, and then Inner Strength, really standard sort of selection here. Haven't played Furia in a hot minute, so it's going to be a little bit awkward, but I feel like I've been doing okay so far. There's a right click, missed the beam because of course I did. There goes his shield, there's a heal for him. Victor's kind of going on left a little bit, there's a heal for him. We'll throw the beam over, there goes Amani. There's a right click for the Nando. I did actually hit the Makoa on the other side with the beam. There's a heal for BK. I feel like I kind of should have gone for the shielding setup here with how much I'm throwing out my right click. There is a beam on the Eevee when she's in her ice block. I'm going to F myself back a little bit. Throw a heal onto him, maybe we can get rid of the Talus. Nah, I'm gone. BK killed him though. He did also get rid of Eevee, which kind of sucks. Sadly that's a bit of a team wipe for us. It doesn't seem like our Amani is here, or at least she's very distracted because I think she died and then didn't come back. No idea what happened there, but she's only now just running back in. There's a heal for the Nando. I did get a little bit battered there against the Victor, so another one on him. I'm dead to Cassie. That happened really quick. I probably should have been sat a little bit further back. Through 2 heals on the Amani. They'd also try and get a beam to the Nando, but I think I mess it up. There goes Talus. I did hit him with a right click, but he still got kind of bodied. I'll throw a beam on her here, not that she even needs it. That's Amani going for the ult, nearly tied to the Talus. We'll throw a beam there. Don't know how the BK died. Another heal to the Nando. I could go for the ult, but I don't feel like it makes any sense because she's in her ult. Talus is just hitting her on the side, but she did actually get out of it early and we managed to finish him off. Nice. Feel like overall we're doing pretty decent. Throwing over some beams though, actually getting some decent heals. We did just massively heal the Amani because I saw my meter fill up. So the Blessing definitely seemed like the better talent to go for here. I'm actually getting quite a big benefit from it. There's a right click onto the Nando. He actually got pushed up, although for some reason he's dropping back down. Should I go for the ult? There's only 5 seconds left. I don't know if I should, but I guess not. There's the defense successful. Talus is here on really low health. There we go. 3-1 as I fall onto him. Cool. 1-1. I'm actually enjoying this. It's weird. I haven't played like Siege as a healer for a long time, so it feels really, really foreign, even though it's only been like a week since I've done something like this. We'll go ahead and get some more Chronos. I don't know if I should get Haven or not. Seems like they're going for Cauterized Chronos and then Blast Shields. Meanwhile, we're all going for Master Riding. It's kind of an interesting matchup. It's a relatively try-hard Siege. I don't think anybody's like standing out as doing particularly crazy, but feels like we're actually quite even as teams. Gonna go ahead and start the round off with an ultimate. Might as well. That's BK going for his. I'm guessing he's going to go straight over to the right. I did throw a beam, but I think I missed by like a little bit. Never mind. That is Talus and Victor going kind of on me there a little bit. There's a heal for him. We'll throw a beam, not that that was really necessary. It seems like Makoa actually ulted there. There's a right click for the Nando. We'll throw a beam, right click for the BK or the Eevee, whatever. The Nando just got hooked in. He's probably dead. That is Eevee going for the ult. I'm just going to F myself back. Talos actually ulted the Amani back here. He's gone. I'm very confused with that play. I don't know how I didn't pick up on that earlier, but Amani is actually still alive. Eevee is up, but I'm kind of here on my own until the rest of the team gets in. There's a right click for him. Is this the Victor? We should be able to get some damage on him. I'm really slow on my attack speed though because we didn't heal anybody in ages. Heal for the Nando. He just got hooked, but luckily BK just cleared him. Throw a beam there. That's Amani going for the ult, but Talos is just on her. Luckily she is fine. I'm going to just make sure she's okay here. Chuck the beam over to the Nando, trying to cover this Amani from the Talos, but I missed some shots. I was literally one off of killing him, but luckily Eevee finished him off. I reckon I probably should have used my ult there to buff out the team, but I guess we're going to be back in a minute and I can do it and maybe we can win the round. Did just go ahead and use the ult, but BK is the only one left because Eevee pretty much died instantly after jumping on the point. He is actually kind of holding it though. There is the objective captured. Sorry, that really threw me off. I didn't realize none of them were on the point there, and BK was somehow able to hold it because I was chucking him heals. Well done. Okay. It's one of the weirdest plays I've seen happen in a while. For some reason there were like 3 of them up, but none of them were on the point, and BK was managing to just juke a bunch of damage, and now we're making an effort. I'm honestly really surprised that worked out the way it did. Talos is kind of behind a little bit here. I'm going to try and F myself away, but we're gone. He's really the only person who's given me even the slightest amount of trouble. The rest of the team have pretty much left me alone, but for whatever reason the Talos seems to push in, gets some damage on me, maybe even kills me, and then dies straight afterwards because he places F in a weird spot. We're actually halfway on the push already. Chucked a beam for the Nando. There's a right click on the Amani. She did get cauterized pretty massively there. We'll throw another one on her. We'll throw a beam just there for Nando. Solar Blessing. Solar Blessing honestly is coming in mad clutch. There's a right click for the Nando. Also tapped him a little bit there with the beam. Really, I'm trying to get as much healing done here as I can. There's a beam for the Nando, but I think the Amani stopped it as she glided past. Okay, it's whatever. He's still on full health. We also got a bunch of damage on him there with it. Let's go ahead and use the ult. Also get up here with the little jump because we get to carry momentum. Throw the beam. Luckily I did miss the Amani. Will we hit the Nando with it? Oh no, we won't. He's a little bit off. Used my F to kind of avoid the Amani or the Cassie, whatever. We hit it with some orbs as well. There's a right click for him. He is in the beam. Gonna F myself back again, but she did just die. We can get revenge for it. Probably gonna die here. I'm missing a bunch of shots. Felt like I was kind of destined to die there. For whatever reason I was overcompensating massively for my aim because I was expecting him to move way more crazily than he actually was. Chuck a beam over there for the Nando. Heal onto the BK. I don't think he saw it coming, so he just about missed it. He is making an effort to go for him, which I do have to give him props for, but sadly I am off by like a little bit. There's a beam which he's definitely going to catch. There's one for the BK as well. Let's get a heal to the Amani. Nice, but she is getting kind of massively cauterized. We'll throw another one on her. Right click for the Nando. Throw the beam. Okay, there's another heal for him. I'm going to F myself over into here a little bit. Guess I'm going to try and hold the overtime. There's a stun. There's a right click. I guess he stopped the beam. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I guess I'm just trying to get some damage. Dip back. There is a right click. I have the ult, but there is no point using it because that is the push failed. Fair enough. Some little cheeky shots on the Talos. I'm not dead. That's fine. We'll go ahead and get a little bit more Haven. 2-2. Feels like a really even match so far. It's probably going to be like a big 20-minute game, but I'm enjoying it. What's really kind of interesting for me though is that both of our teams are going for different tactics pretty much entirely. We're going for like Master Riding, Cauterize, and then just using our ults as soon as we get them. I'm on even saying that I'll ult early and go left, just watch Talos. So yeah, we're really using our ults up as much as we can, whereas they're playing really conservatively and they're going for like damage reduction and Chronos and stuff. BK is going for the ult right off the bat, so is Amani. I'm going to try and watch her here. I'm going to go ahead and pop mine. I don't know if they're actually in range or not, but I guess they somewhat were. We'll throw the beam there for the Talos. I was hoping he'd go in and we'd stun him, but that didn't really work. He's trying to kind of poke the Amani from a distance, but his poke damage is absolute crap. They are actually changing that in the upcoming update. She just frost bombed accidentally because of course she did. It's Amani, and I was going for the ult. He's very pushed up. I'm going to throw a beam through and try and get that to him, but I don't think he's going to grab it. Oh, if he walked a little bit back, we would have totally had that, but I need to sit here on the objective. BK saying attack. I did throw a beam through. There's a heal for him. We did actually hit the Eevee with the beam there. We'll heal her again. That is, I think, Talos going for an ult. There's a heal for him. He is dead. Get absolutely bodied there, Talos. He keeps making really aggressive plays, and the rest of the team aren't really backing him up. Our whole team pretty much got wiped there, which is a bit of a shame, but we did get the cap, so it doesn't really matter. We're definitely in for a bit of a long siege game unless we somehow get this 4-2. There goes Talos jumping in 1v5. Very strange tactic there. To be honest, if we can get 100k heals, that'd be great. I think we're more likely to get like 75k, but I am at the same time throwing out a lot onto like the Nando and stuff. There is an ult. We'll throw a heal onto the Eevee, throw a beam down there. BK's going for the ult. He's actually going around the top. There goes the Cassie. Nice. We should be able to get rid of the Victor as well. Maybe, I don't know, throwing a beam there just in case that Makoa hooked somebody, but he didn't. Pretty sure he's gone here. The entire team's on him. There's a heal for the Amanian. Seems like we're actually going to make this 4-2. It's looking pretty good. Making a pretty good push. I threw a beam in a decent spot there. Nando's going for the ult. Not Nando. It's a freaking Makoa. Not a Makoa. It's a Torvald. It's not a Torvald. It's a freaking Damba. Why am I so bad with names? Jesus Christ, that was like 3 wrong. More heals onto the BK. There's a beam for him that should keep him alive, although he actually just effed himself back. Nando did die. That is a stun, I think, on somebody, or my little orbs hit something. I don't know. We did make a pretty decent push there, but that is going to be the 3-3 because we did just get wiped in like the last 20 seconds. I'm also going to get some Master Riding so I can keep up with the team. Eevee's doing the same thing. We've all got it. Kind of appropriate appropriate that we've all got Master Riding because it's going to cost more in the upcoming patch. It's going from 200 to 250, which does kind of make sense. They're also interestingly reducing the cost of Resilience, which I think makes sense because CC is really strong at the moment, but I'm kind of surprised they're leaving it at 60% because even with Resilience 3, a lot of the CC in the game feels ridiculous even if you have it. I'd personally love to see Resilience upped a little bit, up from like 60% to maybe 70 or 75 or something like that. That's Talus ulting me. I did throw the beam on the Amani kind of preventatively. Is that even a word? I don't know. Seems like Talus went in again and then died straight afterwards. The Nando pushed up a little bit too aggressively, which is what I was trying to say, and he died. Start of the round though, definitely could have gone a little bit better. There's some more heals from. There's another right click onto her. Nando did die again because he did push up kind of solo. Left myself backwards away from the Victor. I guess I'll go ahead and pop the ult. When else am I going to bloody use it? We're at 90%. There's a heal there. There's a beam down for the Eevee. I don't know if that's going to land or not, but I did hit it with a right click. That is Amani being grabbed. That's Damba going for the ult. Seems like I managed to trigger overtime. The Nando is here. Does he have his ult up? Yes, so I guess I'm going to push in kind of here. I don't know what the plan is. There is a right click. That Makoa is really low. We also stunned the Talus there, but that's probably going to be the 3-4. I think overall they do deserve the win because they did play a little bit better than us, and I guess their conservative playstyle in the end ended up working out better, but only because the start of that round ended up not working for us. I think if our same tactic worked that round there, we would have been fine. Overall, a really solid match, although I didn't really do that much damage because of how focused I was on heals, but I guess it kind of paid off. We had 164k, which is quite a bit more than the Damba, and we also technically did more damage than him, so I'm pretty happy with how we did, although I probably should have gone for the shielding one, or maybe even the health one, because I don't really feel like Ruthless helped me very much because of how focused I was on damage, but that's kind of my own fault. I should have predicted it given the map. As for the rest of the stats, Eevee had a bit of a tough time there. Nando actually did pretty decent. Amani did fine. BK did fine. I think maybe Eevee was the person lacking there, but I don't think she did too badly either. I think it was just our tactic ended up not working in that last round, which was a bit of a shame. For their side, Victor has a pretty solid stat there. Same thing with the Koa, same thing with the Talus, same thing with the Cassie, and then Damba also did fine. Overall, I think they just had a bit more of a put together team, and we were a little bit more desynchronized, which kind of worked at the start, but then towards the end it fell apart a little bit. 160k heals though, definitely can't complain. We'll go ahead and queue for an Onslaught to finish it off because my voice is already feeling the effects of that long siege game there. That was like 20 something minutes, I'm pretty sure. Also, I feel like I kind of say this all the time, thank you for all the love on the videos and just the love in general. You guys have been extra nice, it feels like recently, maybe because I've changed my hairstyle and I was expecting somewhat of a negative response because like I said, I looked the same way for absolutely ages, but all of you guys seem to be super nice. But I guess it's just really nice seeing you guys support the stuff that I'm putting out and just support me in general. I don't really know how to word these things, I'm just bad at wording stuff a lot of the time, and then when I edit and try and put it together, it just doesn't make any sense, but hopefully I managed to cut that into something that made some form of sense. We've got Onslaught Magistrate's Archives again as the map for Game 2. For some reason this spawn pops up all the time for me. Shoutouts to Lysify, that is the Inara. We then have a Maeve, a Tyra, and a Ceres. Then for their side, we're up against a Corvus, a Genos, a Terminus, a Sky, and a Victor. So I guess this is a bit of a better situation to go for the hybrid setup because we do already have a healer, whereas in the last game I spent pretty much the entire time just focusing on making sure everybody was high health. Interestingly, they have like the exact same team comp with the double support, tank, flank, and damage. Went ahead and grabbed the exact same setup we went for in Game 1. We've got Mortal Reach, Mother's Grace should be kind of nice, Mercy Kill, and Rogue's Gambit. Gonna throw a beam right there off of the bat. We're up against Dark Gifts, which is interesting. Binary Star Prep, Burst Mode, and then Crush. Okay, hello Victor, there is a beam for you which missed. I also fired a shot directly in your noggin there, which didn't deal damage. Don't know about that one. That is Sky flanking me, so obviously I'm gone. Sky just got rid of the Tyra, did just chuck a massive beam there on the Inara. Jesus Christ, the heals you get from this are kind of crazy. Term going for the insta double stun. There's a heal for her. Corvus is just completely butchering the ult. There goes Genos with another attempt at one. There is the F. I don't know how I didn't heal the Tyra there. I guess I killed the Sky though. That was like 3 weird plays in a row, but okay. She's getting grabbed. I chucked her a heal. I also threw a beam that just landed on the Inara. Nice for the Solar Blessing again. Coming through pretty clutch. Genos just went for the ult. Nearly got rid of the Tyra. There's a beam, but I'm a little bit too late. Through my F, which did tick the Genos a little bit. Sky's going for another flank. Trying to throw out a beam before I die, but nah, I'm gonna get hit by the Term stun. I guess I'll get more Chronos and some Haven and some Illuminate. Nah, we'll get Resilience. Sure. Corvus going for another ult. There's a heal for the Tyra. Also landed a massive beam nearly on the Inara. There's a right click for it instead. We'll throw on just there through the middle. Seems like their Victor isn't playing. He's just wiggling like a bot. So okay, free kill. There's a heal for the Inara who just got ulted by the Genos at point blank range. Very strange play. He's done that like 3 times already. To be honest, I'm kind of surprised he's gened it 3 times, but there's a massive amount of healing on the Inara. We also chucked our ult out. There is another right click, although that went on the Tyra for some reason. It's Genos going for a flank and freaking Terminus in the middle. I'm getting flanked quite a bit this match. I've died like 4 times now already to like the Sky, Victor, all the Genos coming around. Seems like Sky's kind of sat here, I guess trying to hide. Inara was chasing her. I was just kind of following the Inara, but I'll take the free one. Considering we got the max Chronos, I'm at like max healing potential, and that freaking Solar Blessing heal is absolutely mad. More right clicks onto this Inara. She's just absolutely absorbing damage and heals like a goddamn freaking sponge. There's the Q. We'll go ahead and pop the ult. We might as well. There we go. Really am focusing on heals as much as I can. There's a right click for her, but she is still dead. I also threw the beam there, even though I feel like we've been doing pretty decent, and we are technically 4v5 because their Victor isn't here. We're losing by like 100 points. I feel like we've been playing the objective. I don't really know why we're losing so bad. It would be kind of interesting to see the stats for this one. Just focusing on throwing out heals as best as I can and then damage whenever I get a chance. But there's some more right clicks onto the Inara. There goes the Victor. Don't really know why she ulted there. Went ahead and threw out some more heals on her. There's my ult. Let's see if we can get rid of this Jones because we've actually got some attack speed. Frame rate dipped massively there for some reason. Seems like we're recovering a little bit of the score. Just about missed the beam on her, but landed it on the Inara. Also just stunned the Sky. There's another heal throw. Another beam. Sure, that one missed again by like a little bit. Maybe I should have more freaking beam size on this setup because I feel like I could kind of do with it. Somehow she's still alive. She went for the ult. My beam hit the freaking Victor though. I guess we can kill him. Nice. Right click for the Maeve. Don't have the beam off cooldown just yet. We'll do it at point blank range to make sure we hit her. Heal for the Maeve at the back as well. There's another one for the goddamn Maeve. That's an ult from the Sky and also an ult from the Term. I don't know if he actually used it or not. There's a right click for her. More right clicks for the Inara. Generals went for the ult trying to get rid of the Tyre. I'm trying to hit her a right click, but for some reason it's not working. Seems like we're actually coming towards the end here. No idea how we managed to lose like 100 plus points to him, but I guess it happened. My beam missed the team, but hit somebody else there. Little cheeky shots for the Generals. There's a right click for the Inara there. It's a beam throw. I reckon I'm going to have like 100k heals here again because I've been throwing out a lot. But anyway, there we go. There is the defeat. I guess they deserve the win because they did flank me a lot there, but overall I feel like I was doing my job as a support. But there we go. There are the stats for game 2. Feel like we did pretty decent. 10, 6, 46k, 104k. Can't really complain about that. We're actually beaten out by the Corvus on damage and also healing, which is surprising. I don't know how they ended up with such good stats there on their side, but I guess my team got kind of battered. I feel like I did my job. Maeve did definitely struggle a little bit there. Ceres also didn't do a particularly good job. I'd say Tyra and Inara both did a really good job. Their Term did pretty decent. He doesn't have very much damage, but he sat on the objective a ton, basically the same amount of time as our Inara. Their Genos somehow ended up with like 100k plus damage there, 22 to 5. He did really well. Victor, not so much. Sky, not so much. And then I guess the Corvus actually impressed me quite a bit there. 83k, 117k. I have no idea how the Genos and the Corvus both did so well there, but overall I feel like I showed off support Furia really well. Solar Blessing worked great. I didn't actually think I was going to go for it in both of the setups, but it worked out. Definitely focused a lot less on like the hybrid slash damage side of things than I usually would, especially with the setup I was going for there. I probably should have gone for this one. It would have worked way better in both of the matches, but for some reason I ended up thinking I was going for hybrid in both of them, even though I didn't. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've said everything I wanted to say throughout the course of the video, so thank you for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed. My voice is really starting to kill me, so I'll see you all very, very soon. Let me know what you want to see me do next and your thoughts on the upcoming patch, and as always, stay Frost there.